All right, what's up, everybody? And thank you so much for tuning in to the Rollerblading is Still Fun podcast. We have Jose Arce here with us. Oh, wait, I forgot to say, I am Josh Navarfar, if y'all didn't know.
Yeah, there's too many topos already.
I got the unflavored ones this time, but I had to put a little lime juice in it. But we got Jose Arce. What's up, Jose?
Yo, what's good, everybody?
Jose, bring the mic closer.
Yo, it's not always like this. This just sounds like echoing.
No, you sound good on our end.
What up, everybody?
Wait, I can't hear you at all. Wait, oh, there you go. Try it now.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
There
This
we go.
motherfucker,
No,
man.
I asked you which mic you were on, and I had the wrong
I told
mic
you the
muted.
yellow
No,
one.
that's
I don't know.
I got extension cords on those, so that's not the same color over here on the mixer.
Well, how am I supposed to know what the fuck it is? And like,
Ooh, you're not supposed to cuss within the first 10 minutes.
Crazy.
come on, man.
All righty, I'm just messing with you. And we got John Sullivan. What's up, John?
Yo, hey everybody. What's up?
What's up? And we have an awesome guest tonight. He needs no introduction. He's one of the best rollerbladers in the world. If he's at the skate comp, he's gonna win it. So don't even bother entering. He's good at all sports that he tries. He's just a prodigy. We got Montre Livingston. What's up, Montre?
What up, everybody?
How you doing tonight?
You know, chilling. Pups.
Oh, that's a different dog. Which dog is that? I saw the beagle earlier.
Yeah, this is Dude, and he's a little demon.
What kind of dog is Dude?
Rat Terrier.
Okay, sick. My sister used to have a rat terrier. Yeah, they're cool dogs.
It looks
Nice.
like Danzig and Mizzy. It looks like our two dogs combined.
It does.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's tight.
All right, before we get started, go ahead, John.
I have nothing.
Okay. Before we get started, we want to talk about Blading Camp. So Blading Camp is an all-inclusive skate experience in Malaga, Spain. Malaga, Spain. In Malaga, Spain. Damn, I got props also in the comments on last stream for saying it correctly.
Yep.
And then I butchered
messed
it this
up.
time. Malaga, Spain. Why isn't it? It usually shows clicks over and kind of shows more information. I think I cycled through it already. Let's see. Blading Camp, a fully planned 6-day life-changing experience in Malaga, Spain. There we go. So inline only starts on July 13th. And if you're planning to go, be sure to use promo code RBISF for 50 euros off. Again, that's promo code RBISF for 50 euros off your registration fee. It is all inclusive. All you do is pay to get there. And that includes your housing, your food, your travel, everything like that. And Montre, don't you teach it or have taught at Blading Camp?
Yes. I haven't been there the past maybe 2 years, I think. But yes, I'm one of the founding members of Blading Camp.
Oh, I didn't know you were one of the founding members. Okay, sick. That's what's up. And it's a good time. Josh Glowicki always tells me to come out there. He says it's a blast.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely one of the most fun experiences that you'll have if you ever go. So I recommend it 100%, 110%. And Josh is killing it no matter what. So yeah, it's we have a lot of great coaches and a lot of great skate parks, and we do a lot with all the campers as well. It's a lot of fun. I don't want to talk too much about it because you should just go.
Yeah, it's sick. I definitely want to try to make it out there. He told me if I can get out there, he'll take care of me. So I'm trying to do that. But yeah, Blading Camp in Malaga, Spain. We also want to shout out Feet and Four Wheels. Be sure to check out Feet and Four Wheels for all your apparel needs. They got a whole bunch of dope hoodies, t-shirts. Well, hoodies and t-shirts. Do they have hats?
Sure.
Where's Sean? I don't see Sean in the chat. Anyways, I wanted to go back to some of their older t-shirts. Like this one's dope. The Mad Lonely, an entirely disassociated t-shirt. Looks like Marlboro Reds. It says filtered photos and fake smiles. That's dope. But definitely check out Feet and Four Wheels. Be sure to use promo code RBISF for 15% off your order. And while we are talking about clothing companies, I did want to give a special shout out to Project 35. Waiting for this to load up.
Lag ass
Okay,
internet.
I had it queued up.
Lag internet.
Let's cut to Jose while we wait for this. What's going on over there?
Oh yeah. I got the bag right here. Shot out. Hooked this up with some gear. So check it out. You got this nice little bam. Since you taking forever, Josh.
I got it now.
All right, but yeah, got this nice little color one. Dope ass material, feels real good. And then also the black one. Yeah, so yeah, go to the website.
And I don't know how I didn't say this, but Brady Johnston is not with us tonight. I should have said that earlier. I'm so sorry. He's not feeling well. Send your thoughts and prayers out to him. Wish him a quick recovery, but he's ill. He's not going to be here with us tonight. He will be back next Wednesday. Sorry, Brady. I completely glazed over. Or I guess glazed not the right word since we use that so much, but completely skipped over the idea of mentioning that you weren't here. So I do apologize. You will be missed, but we will be happy to have you back next Wednesday. But let's get into Project 35. So John, you have been rocking Project 35 for a long time, and all of their apparel is sick that I always see you wearing. You want to talk a little bit about who's behind this?
His name's Noah. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on your last name, Noah. Noah Say, yeah, but
That's why
he was
Aaron's
just a
there.
cat. He was a cat that Aaron knew first, and I saw a couple of his shirts online, like his earlier projects. It was like the Dr. Dre, the Chronic one, but it was it was like proper 35. And when I got it, it was like material, not like a skate shirt. Skate shirts always get like, sorry, but man, they get the bacon collar or stretched out collar, and they shrink. Like this material is crazy. Like he takes his time. He prints everything himself. He does his own stitch work on tags. He does beats. He skates. Tremendous style.
Oh yeah, that's him right here, right?
Yeah, graffiti. Like it's just all kind of like a hip hop brand, not just a skate brand, but
Was
like.
that him?
And it's LA based, so
No, it's just a homie.
and he's just cool, man. He's just he's always kicked over gear, and like he's a great photographer too. Like does his own pictures, like everything. It's a really good company.
Check them out on Instagram. I did put their Instagram down in the description, so along with the link to Blading Camp and link to Feet and Four Wheels. So be sure to check that out down in the description.
Sir.
All right, so next we're going to get into announcing our raffle. So I do want to give a special shout out to Bladez Create for sponsoring the raffle for last stream. Make sure you go and follow them on their YouTube channel, which is entitled Bladez Create, and they do short little documentaries. Very, very informational though. They leave you just wanting more, wanting them to be longer, but wonderful videos. Oh man, last time we saw this this K2 one got another 1,000 views since last stream. That's what's up. So he's getting a lot of action, a lot of people tuning in, but really good videos. That's Bladez Create on YouTube. And what he's offered up for the raffle is one item off of his website, and you can find the link. I'll put the link in this description afterwards, but I forgot. But it is on our last stream where we were announcing this raffle, the link to his page. So whoever wins this raffle we're about to spin for will get one item off of his website. And he did say that the sizes and everything, when you choose options, is actually what they have. So find something in your size. Hit me up on Rollerblading Still Fun Instagram if you win the raffle, so I can connect you with him, and you'll get to pick one item off of his out of his store. I think it might be limited to a T-shirt. I'm not sure. We'll get that figured out. A T-shirt or a hat, because they're about the same size. The hoodies are a little bit more expensive. You may need to support and put up some money for that. But you get a free T-shirt. You get a free hat. I'll find out exactly the details once you hit me up. But I actually just ordered this hat for myself, so shout out to him. I'm hoping to be getting it soon, but yeah, it's super sick. All right, so we have a pretty good raffle this. Oh my gosh, what was that?
That was Mizzy dancing biting him. He was chopping on a neck. I thought blood was about to pop off in this room right now. They're getting feisty.
Dang, if it goes down,
y'all.
we want to see.
I might have to kick them out. Hey, y'all guys gonna have to leave the room. Go.
Everybody, get a good look at the wheel and let me know if your name is supposed to be on there and I missed you. I'm just kidding. I got everybody on there. But I do want to shout out, I don't know how to say this, Chonka, or you probably don't pronounce the T, Chonka Podcast. They left 1,000 yen super chat. So thank you so much for the yen. I will hold that for one day whenever I visit Japan. I believe they have yen, if I'm not mistaken. But thank you for the super chat. Shawn Michelson left the super chat, $5 super chat. So he got an extra entry. Thank you, Resurgent Skate Shop, for the super chat. And thank you, Tyler Davis, for the super chat. And let's go to comment of the week because it did go to Tyler Davis, but I do have some mentionable comments of the week. I got a couple comments here. So I thought this one was pretty funny because we were talking about mail-in ballots for voting for Skater of the Year, which kind of showed John his boomer age. But he said rollerbladers can barely make it to the spot. Nobody's buying stamps.
Dude,
I
you gotta
think
go to the post office player. See, that's why you ain't mailing anything, because you ain't going and buying stamps.
I've never ever bought stamps in my life. Jose, have you ever bought stamps?
I don't think I have.
Jose's like, what's a stamp?
No.
Man, dude, y'all guys probably started doing your laundry when you were like 18 or something.
Eh.
Y'all ain't got no stamps? You kidding me?
No, I've never. Why would I? I've never had a reason to buy stamps. If I need to ship something, I print a shipping label now and slap it on there, or I just take it up there and give them the address. But nobody's buying stamps.
Yep.
I've had to buy stamps for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure I know what I'm talking
How old are you,
I think
Montre?
so.
Although we can get into it later, but I'm just curious. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay.
38.
That's
Yeah.
young. That's young for buying stamps.
Is it?
about.
Do you write checks
No,
also?
I think
Have you ever written a check?
Send something to the government.
What'd you say?
I think I had to send something to the government, and it required me to get stamps. Or something.
Gotcha. You ever written a
I
check?
think it was.
Hey, y'all ain't never had like a pen pal?
I don't
Nothing?
know. I can't say no. I can't say yes. I don't know.
I've never written no check, but you know what?
Nobody sent
I had
a postcard? You've never sent a postcard?
No, now that Montre said that, yeah, I did. But I bought an envelope, one of those envelopes, and when you buy that, they give you a stamp for free or something like that. So yeah, I guess I did buy a stamp, or
Man,
it
y'all
came with the
never-
stamp.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know.
You never sent a Christmas card? Back in the day, your parents never sent a Christmas card?
Yeah, my parents
Y'all
did. I
ain't
didn't.
get stamps to put them on the damn.
Everybody that I celebrated
Wow.
Christmas with lived with me.
Man, just grew up. I just text you for Christmas invitation.
We all lived in the same house.
It was already there.
They were already there. My mom, my grandma, my uncle, my little brothers.
Let's go.
I thought that was good.
Alright.
But comment of the week did go to Tyler Davis. So we got a super chat and comment of the week. Because I said, y'all, come at me in the comments. Let me see what y'all got. And he said, really like the quick six with John Sully. So shout out about that. And he said, Josh should have his own special segment too. We can call it Farves with Fogquad.
Did y'all hear that?
Oh, what was it?
I think it's time for quick six, baby.
Already?
We're here. All right. So this is quick six. Time you heard. And this is presented by nothing that has to do with AI. So keep that. Shout out to your sponsor. Montre. This is a thing that I like to just come off the cuff. I like to say, 6 questions. I want you to give me an answer within 6 seconds. So we're going to do it like real quick. Got 6 questions.
Okay.
Need to be answered within 6 seconds. Number 1.
That's
USD carbon free Pro model or the Encore Gray SSM? Both your skates, by the way.
Can't say.
Oh,
Come on, you gotta
there's gonna
pick
be-
one.
Hey, there's gonna be some ones here.
John's
That's so hard.
John's rough with the questions,
It's
man.
all right. So hold on. It's just because it's so long ago with the SSMs.
It was
And-
the gray ones. Dude, they were so sick.
Yeah, they were. They
Yeah.
were.
That gray was sick.
Yeah, I'll go SSM. Sorry. Let's go.
Okay.
It should be called, the segment should be called John Stumps You in Under 6 seconds. Because he's good at doing
Number
that.
Number two, true topsoul on the LA flat curve rail or true topsoul from True 2?
True 2 all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
LA flat curve doesn't count.
I guess
I didn't
so.
land it. I came early.
Okay, hey, can I switch something?
Whoa. After we get done.
I was gonna say the back far up the
No. This is
the back far 5 out. Oh,
It was only two top
all
rails.
right.
That's why, and they were both flat rails. That's why.
Okay,
wanted to know,
okay.
Number 3, Erod or AJ? As not the person, but like somebody that you would want to work with again. You probably want to work with both of them again, but
I mean, both.
Okay, I like that answer.
Yeah.
Favorite contest you've ever won?
Bitter cold.
What was it?
Bitter cold.
Bitter
Oh,
cold.
bitter cold for sure.
Yeah. And then
The 2009 one specifically.
was that the hammer?
Yeah.
Or the
that's
sledge?
one. Yeah. The Faggy 7 alley. So
Yeah.
that's also the year that I coined myself as a pro skater. I had to win a pro contest. So, like that's the year I became pro.
Swag. And then we got number 6. This is gonna be a tough one. Better parkour partner, Mike Scott or Dwight Schrute?
No idea.
Do you know who
Mike
you know who he's talking about?
Do you know you've never seen the Office episode? Because it was
Okay.
And
so
who
like
says Mike Scott? You gotta say Mike.
on your team.
John, you gotta say Michael Scott. You say Mike Scott, it
Yeah.
throws everything off.
Michael Scott or Dwight Schrute. I mean,
Yeah. I think you saying their last name is what threw me off. If you would have just said Michael or Dwight, then I would have known.
Ah, yeah.
But yes,
for sure. So that concludes.
Wait, who do you pick? I didn't hear.
He said Michael.
Oh, Michael.
yeah.
All right, chat. Let me know in the chat if you like John's version of his sign better than my
AI.
better than this. This is fire. It's fire, dude. Montre, see, dude, fire.
I like
And
John's better.
and John, that's fine. John, you sprung it on me right when I was about to do a bit too. I had a joke
know.
lined up. I was about to drop it,
just pops up.
but now you
Sometimes it
ruined my
just
whole
pops up.
bit. So I was talking about the
It's like a pop tart. It just
I was
pops
talking about
up.
the comment of the week. I had this set up. Farquaad, me.
Like this.
Give me one of these.
Nice. I like it. They chat back though, so I mean, you brought it back.
Hey, thank you, Tyler Davis, for the super chat. Oh, what did it say? Oh, for calling you Farquaad. All love, dog. Oh, I know it. I love it. It's hilarious. It was a good one. That's why you got comment of the week. Comment of the week. Okay, let's go back to the wheel. I was trying to go through this quick so we could save a lot of time for Montre because I got a whole whiteboard of questions over here, and I'm sure y'all have things. I want y'all to tune in, definitely get in there. Okay, let's see who's gonna win the product from Blade and Create. Oh. All right, Sim. Go ahead, Jose. You want to
No, I'm just trying to read.
Sim 293.
Sim 2.
Sim 293. Get at me on Instagram. Rollerblading is still fun. You got to kind of prove who you are with that one because I have no way of knowing who that is. That is a new comment. I've never seen that name. So thank you so much for checking out the podcast and leaving a comment. And I will link you up with the gentleman over at Blade and Create, and we will get you hooked up. And I'm going to keep this wheel just in case he doesn't hit me up. We're going to spin again next week, so I'll leave everything as is. And let's move on to the new raffle. So we do have a new sponsor for this podcast, and I do want to thank the gentleman. He actually reached out to me, but he's made these awesome cards. They're called Trick Decks, and I have one right here. It's called Trick Deck. It's made by, let's see, I wrote his name, Henrik Hertog. I hope I'm saying that right, Henrik, but he is from Belgium. But it's a deck of cards basically, and I have 2 decks to give away. So next week we're going to spin for 2 decks to give away, but it's basically a game you can play with your friends while you're skating. And basically, I assume how you play, you can play however you want, but you draw a card and it's going to have a trick on it. So like this says fish brain. So you got to do a fish brain. There's plenty of games you could do with that. You can play with your friends. But I thought these were really cool, and I wanted to give some away to y'all. You can buy them if you're interested, and I do have the Instagram down below. Actually, I have the Instagram right here. Let me pull it up. There we go. Trick Decks. So thank you so much, dude, for supplying us with these. And like I said, I have 2 decks to give away. So in order to enter the raffle, all you have to do is leave a comment on the comments section after the podcast, and every $5 super chat will get you a another entry, and then we'll also do comment of the week. We don't have a theme for this week's comment of the week, so whatever's the funniest comment, whatever we like, is going to be comment of the week. That'll get you another entry. As far as super chats go, also, we do have Montre here, so if you do want to ask questions in the chat, we're going to try to get to them the best we can, but every $5 super chat will guarantee that your question gets asked. So if you want anything you want to ask on Montre, did I say Andre? Montre, just send a $5 super chat, and we'll get your question answered. But here we go. So these are trick decks. Pretty sweet. Like I said, I have 2 of them.
Yeah, those are cool.
So these are going to be given away. So good luck.
Right on, right on.
I do have one more thing I want to talk about, and then we're going to get right to Montre. The next thing is I want to shout out Badger Blade from Tyler Davidson. He's killing it tonight. He's all over it. But basically what this is, it's a company or a brand that he's created in order to support the youth. And we always want to shout out people that are supporting the youth of rollerblading because Lord knows we need it, especially here in America. But what he's doing is he's creating these Badger Blade t-shirts. And I'll kind of show you. He has one right here. Oh, and shout out to the hoodie. He's got the RBISF lavender hoodie on. So thank you, bro. But he's got these Badger Blade tees, and basically what they do is they do sell them. You can order them. I have his Instagram in the description, and all the money goes to supporting kids. So last year at the Oklahoma City Showdown, he paid the full $500 prize for the kids. He plans on doing that again for the Oklahoma Showdown this year. But he goes out to skate parks, comps. He gives the shirts away, just trying to promote the youth. And all the sales that are done from buying these t-shirts also goes towards promoting youth rollerbladers, whether that means paying for prize money and comps that have youth, just anything that he can do with the money. He does it all for charity, not for profit. So that's super cool. I really appreciate him, and he did send us some teas, so thank you so much for that. But I did want to take a time to shout him out because he's doing great things for the youth. And we need more of that in rollerblading.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
All right. Let's see. I think that's all I got. So with that, we'll go ahead and get right to Montre. That's what everybody's here to see. First off, Montre, where are you located right now? Where are you staying at these days?
I ain't telling y'all where I'm staying, man.
What are you, the feds?
You know what world we live in right now?
What do you work for?
What state? What coast? Are you on a coast? Are you in the middle of the country?
I'm in America.
I'm in the same place I've always been. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you don't know, you're never gonna know because I sure as hell don't know. Okay. That's funny. We're trying to dox you here, man. We're trying to dox you.
Carolinas.
Where are you? Just kidding. No, okay. Montre's origin story. They gave him some blades. He started blading.
And he's been badass ever since.
Got it from the babysitter. Saw Frankie Morales and probably got as good as him in like 3 months. Okay, let's move on. So they kind of brought up your pro skates, and I wanted to ask you, how many pro skates have you had?
I don't know. Do I get to count the 2 that are different but came out at the same time?
Yeah, why not?
For icons?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two different colors.
It's still 2 different skates, right?
Because you had the black SSM and then you had the gray SSM.
Yeah.
And then you had the USD Carbon Free.
USD 6.
Damn. I was trying to look it up online and try to go through them all, and I think I found 4, but I think I wasn't counting the double drops, and that might have been the case. And John kind of asked us. I was curious, like, out of all your pro skates, which one was your favorite? And it could be for multiple reasons. Maybe it's just how you felt at the time.
The ones I skate now.
Which
the
is
ones I have now.
The icons.
Yeah.
Both. John skates the icons. Well, John skates 4 icon. Jose skates 4 icon.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna put me on icon?
I mean,
he don't skate.
What are you skating though?
He don't skate. He don't skate.
Nah, I'm just joking with you. But whenever I always like to ask this, whenever people have pro skates and we talk to people with pro skates, how much of your input goes into your pro skates as far as design goes? Do you get 100% say on colorway? What frames, liners, like how much of it is actually from your brain as far as your pro skates go?
On the most recent, that was pretty much all me and obviously the designers, Kali, and Umberto as well, with a lot of things that we wanted to change with the boot. But yeah, they let me have full range, and they all obviously said we should do this. This would work better. To in which case, of course, I'm gonna trust what they're saying. So yeah, no, it was I always get to say exactly how I want it. Like every time with MK, it's always been, yeah, what do you want? And this costs too much, or yeah, we could do that for sure. So with this one, yeah, he let me have pretty much full range. It was fun.
And you've had some pretty bright skates, like you've had some bright red skates. Whenever you're choosing your color, do you ever get any pushback on the colors that you want to use, or they kind of go with what you want? Like,
I think for the most part, I always fall into the what basically the industry is going to end up doing at that time. It always either falls into that pretty safe space, like the industry is going to be coming out with colors, or the industry is going to be flat with just two-tone black white, gray tone, gray black stuff. So I think for the most part, every time it always just worked in my favor.
Does that mean the next IQON Skate's going to be blue? Since that's what's hot right now. Everybody's dropping a blue skate.
Well, I can't really say. I don't know. You have to come to winter class to find out.
Oh, okay. And well, hey, that's a great segue into the next thing I wanted to ask you was about competitions. What are your plans for this year? What comps do you plan on attending?
Well, I'll be at Winter Clash, so see everyone that'll be there. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, that's one comp I've never got to go to. And then there's also we had talked off the show about Crowder Power, and you do plan on going to that as well?
Yeah, I plan on being at Crowder as well. I can't really think of all the upcoming comps right now. Yeah,
Frankie comp.
He has one coming up soon.
No, but I just mean this year, like your plans for this year.
Yeah, I'll probably be at as many comps as I can be at, of course.
All the major comps. Did you go to Blade Cup last year?
No, I think I missed all of the Blade Cups last year.
You have any plans for any Blade Cups this year?
I don't know. I would like to go to the Montreal one.
That'd be pretty sick.
Or not Montreal. I'm sorry, Montpellier.
Yeah, Montpellier.
Yeah.
Montpellier.
That was hype last year. That was hype. That was a different type of course last year.
Yeah.
Do you like those? I know some of those comps overseas, they have like giant courses. Because Fritz Peitzner has told me about some of those comps, like Feast and stuff like that. They usually have 2 street courses, and one's like for BMX and one's for skateboarding. And the rollerbladers usually end up skating the BMX courses. Are you a fan of those like huge quarter pipes, big sub boxes, giant launches, or do you kind of like the more smaller courses?
Well, I think back in the day it was all I wanted to skate, because that was like what the X Games stuff was like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As I got older, of course, I still like any gigantic skate park, but yeah, I think I stick more to the techier plaza style skate parks, just because it's just more fun to do lines and it feels more like street. In a sense, depending on the plaza, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't want to move too fast, Jose and John. So if y'all have something to say, just jump in. But I got a whole lineup of things.
I'm sure you do there.
Yeah.
Shoot through it, dog.
The next thing I want to talk about IQON because you're obviously a huge part of IQON. What is your role in IQON? I know you're a pro skater. What's your connection with IQON?
I am the team manager of IQON.
Let's go.
And you've been
So I manage the team.
okay. And have you been with IQON since the beginning?
Yes.
How do you? I'm always curious whenever we talk to anybody who has to do with a team about like we talked to Lawrence with Standard. I'm starting all. We talked a lot. I was thinking off the top of my head. We talked with Lawrence at Standard, and I was kind of curious as to how he went about putting his team as being team manager for IQON. How did you go about putting together the IQON team?
In the very beginning, I guess I still go by the same standard. With our AM team, I wanted the entire AM team to be under 21, like 21 and under, so that we had something that could be directly for the younger generation. So all of my AM riders I think all of them still are under 21. At least one may be 21 now or maybe 22. But yeah, that's how we started with the AM. With the pros, I wanted it to be all of the underrated skaters that never were getting the recognition that they should have always been getting. And that came with a sick team. Our team at the beginning was sick. Our team now is fucking amazing. But our team at the beginning was really sick. Be Free, Chad Hornish, Catherine, Mina, Sasha from Spain. I guess that was it.
Oh man, I had something in.
And I don't want to fuck this up, but didn't you guys have like a some Japan girl or something, or was that Catherine?
That was Mina.
Oh,
Mina
okay,
was
okay. Yeah,
Mina.
that's right. Yeah, she was pretty sick.
Yeah, she was definitely one of our favorite. Well, one of my favorite riders for sure. Her style was unmatched.
She had
so
TCP
sick
on lock.
Yeah, she had all the true spins. It was sick. Yeah.
There
She
is.
quit skating too.
Say that again, John.
She just like kind of quit skating for a while there.
No, so she got hurt. She had a really bad knee injury, and she was out for a few months. And I think she had came back and either re-injured herself or something. Something happened, and then some personal stuff happened. So she kind of needed to just do her thing, and the rest she can tell.
It makes sense. You get hurt 2 times, you're like, man, is this shit even worth it, or should I just move on to a new hobby? I don't know.
Pickleball.
Yeah, just something more light. And it's probably hard for her because she's like, man, how can I take it light if I'm already good at this craft? Like, how do I take a step back and just chill? But I don't know. I'm over here talking like I know her, but I feel like I could understand like 2 big injuries.
She came back. She's been doing some dancing. Like I'm not sure if they're dance tutorials or if it's, I don't want to call it TikTok dancing, but she did come back very recently and started posting on her page, which I thought was cool that she's actually doing something that's making her happy no matter what.
That's what's up.
I really like that whenever you talked about the pro team, you talked about finding underrated skaters. There's kind of a controversy right now, or people are talking about it. Biz brought it up with the Mike French Pro Lava, but it seems like there's a lack of the younger up-and-comers getting a chance. Oh, thank you so much. We got a Jeff Metz. Oh my gosh, Jeff Metz.
Damn.
Thank you so much, dude.
$50.
You're the best, dude. You're the sole supporter of the podcast.
Yeah.
He said a little bit
Sheesh.
late, but shout out to helmets. Yeah, we're gonna get into helmet talk. But what I was getting to is, I think it's really important that the up and comers get a chance. Do you think that too many old heads are continuing to get pro models through some of these big companies? Do you think there's any problem with that?
I don't know. I don't know yeah, I don't know. I guess also I'm an old head now, so it's hard for me to say. Not that I'm about to have like another pro skater or anything, but like I don't know. I think it's dope that he got a pro skate, or both of them, right? Did they both get pro skates? Both of the twins?
Yeah, and I'm not saying anything bad about them. I love Mike and Derek French. I just use them as an example. But there's a lot of people, or a lot of the companies are giving the same. And I don't think Mike French has ever had a pro skate, has he? I don't think he has. Yeah,
I'm not sure.
So shout out to him. But I was just wondering, because you had talked about wanting up and comers, kind of unknown people, and putting them on, which I think that's awesome. That's really a really good way to support and motivate people to want to skate. Yeah, so that was awesome. I just wanted to kind of.
I feel like that's a tough topic in saying that the youth is how to like market youth, as opposed to like you've watched pros in all these videos, and to me you need Tom Brady's in the game, you need LeBron's in the game, you need like people that have gave so much and they're still going. You need Frankies, you need people in a sense that really can like push the sport. And it's just tough. I want to give it to AMS too. There's a lot of AMS that come up, but
now, John, to your point, do you think, and anybody can answer this, Montre, Jose, do you think the name sells the skate more, or like the design and the color? Because honestly, to me, in my personal opinion, is if I like the skate, couldn't care less whose name is on it. I kind of look more for the look of the skate. I mean, what do y'all think about that?
I don't know, but I just want to say Billy just got a skate, and he's one of the coolest dudes in the world, and he was still not, I don't want to say getting heat, but people are all like, oh, he's an old head and he's owner. Like, why does he get a skate? But I'm just like, why not? Like, damn, he's been killing the game. He enters like competitions. He throws competitions like the New York one. Like, he does a lot for the community. Maybe this is his goodbye skate. I don't know. But like, it's just crazy to think that how some people are all like, oh, he's an owner and he's an old head. Why does he get a skate? Like, I don't know. It's probably, didn't he win like the nicest looking skate of the year or some shit? I don't know. Like on that Tom Moist thing.
Yeah, I don't know, but that kind of goes to, I mean, it could have been anybody's name on that skate. As long as it looked good, it looked good.
No, but I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy. I don't know. Maybe
John,
the young heads.
I feel like it depends. It depends on if you're a full supporter of the skater. If then it doesn't necessarily matter for certain people what the skate looks like.
yeah.
There are skaters that just support and they'll buy the skates just because of that name.
Like the homie, people have got to build relationships with the homie. You know who he is.
Yeah.
That's
there's different types of the support you get. Like, of course, I would want to buy all the homie skates. If I had that money, I would buy all the homie skates. Like, just to support, because it doesn't matter if I'm going to skate them. That's just what I would do, because that's just
Wheels are a little cheaper. Wheels, I ain't got enough room for everybody's skates, but I buy the wheels just because it's the homies. It's a way to support the homie. I love the fact that I get to see all the homies' names on the wheels. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's sick. I'm gonna have to start doing that. I'm gonna steal that from you. That's tight.
Yeah, it's such a little way to just collect stuff.
Yeah. I always just try to buy as much skate clothing from anybody that's trying to come up as well. Making something new
that you kept while you were a kid, like there's garbage bags of stuff of skate clothes that I had. I don't know where that's at anymore. I have no clue where any of that skate stuff is at.
Yeah, I wish
No.
I would have kept all my old skate clothes. They would have been really cool to have
Crazy.
now, and they would have been worth a lot. I look at old skate clothing on eBay and stuff like that, and it's got a pretty high markup. There's a market out there for vintage rollerblading stuff, which is pretty cool to see. As far
cool.
as now, as far as skating goes, obviously you are one of the best inliners in the world, but that's not all you do. You are also unarguably one of the best quad skaters, at least the best I've ever seen. How did you make the transfer from inline to quad, and why did you start skating quads?
Well, I don't know. I was on quads for a while. There was a company. I think they might have been working with Create. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But it was called Reverse, and they made universal chassis that you could put. They had rollerblades, quad skates, ice skates, and I think some things that might have attached to like some skis.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're
You know what I'm
talking
talking
about,
about?
yeah, Joey, rest in peace company. He was trying to get that going.
So it was one boot that could rock all of these types of wheel setups.
Yeah.
No, it was a bunch of different chassis that could universally fit any boot.
Oh, it was like a UFS type thing. Oh, okay. Dang, that's sick.
And so back then, I think I had all of it. I'm pretty sure I still have all of them. But I had the quad ones, and I put those on a pair of the very first sways. I think they might have even been prototype. And that's when I started actually kind of like doing tricks and stuff on quads. I had like a backyard setup, and I don't know, I skated them every once in a while and kind of just started to like them. But that was way before, I guess, when quads got big again.
Because they've definitely had a resurgence, especially amongst the female skaters.
Yeah. But I guess around that time is when maybe I met Michelle from Moxie, or maybe if I either I hadn't met her yet or something, but she sent me some Moxies. And that's what made me start getting more heavy into it, because I was skating rollerblades with quad chassis on them instead of some actual roller skates. And the feeling of those roller skates felt so sick. And I really like what I could do with toe stops.
I feel like the thing that makes quads look so hard is that there's not a cuff. So it seems like there's not a lot of ankle support. I would think putting quads on a rollerblade boot would be better, but you're saying you liked the feel of an actual quad skate, like more than skating an inline boot with the quad setup?
Well, the quads that she sent me were called the Moxie Panthers, and they were a little thicker than what I guess your standard kind of what you would say a floppy roller skate is. Because that brand, they had all the different types. So it went from very floppy to medium flop to not flop.
Medium flop.
I realize how weird that sounds after saying it, but either way, the Panthers were a very strong skate, so they have ankle support, and obviously just tie them tight. And I tied them hockey style, where I would tie them up and then tie them around my ankles as well.
I think my only experience with quads is like the ones you rent at the roller rink, and I'm like, there's no way they're doing tricks in these, because those are just You had medium floppies, kind of floppy. These were extremely floppy. they were the floppiest you could flop.
Like the lollies, babe? Yeah, like the Moxie lollies would be like the super loose kind of floppy, the one, but still better than you would get at a roller rink, obviously.
How much did your inline skills transfer into your quad skating? I mean, was there not as big of a learning curve because of your inline abilities, or was it still pretty hard to start to learn to do tricks in them?
Well, I already knew how to quad skate because I mean that's what we used to do back in the day. We would go to the skate rink, quad skate, and then like they would switch the quad skate to a party, like a club thing for the youth. So
you were doing some roll bouncing.
Yeah, but well, I wasn't. My older brother actually is and does and was and is a roll bounce person, has a crew and stuff, and is actually really sick at it. Can roller skate way better than me.
That's what's up. And then you got a pro quad wheel from Somatics. Are you still skating for Somatics?
Yeah, shout out Somatics. Yeah. Let's go.
And I think that's the only pro quad wheel from a pro inliner that I'm aware of. I've never seen one. Whose idea was that? Was that your idea? Was that Fritz, Josh, Jordan Glowicki's from Somatics? Whose idea was it to give you a pro quad wheel?
It was their idea. They came at me with it, and I was like, I don't know. Will it sell? And I don't know. We shot for it, and the design came out really sick. I really liked the chaos. The colors are sick. I just like the way that marbling looks.
Yeah, that's kind of their signature wheels with the marble. It's super dope look.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, we came up with a sick logo, and yeah, we just ran with it. They were like, we could do it, and they've been gone.
I was gonna say, how did they do? They did well.
Oh, they did pretty great. People still are hitting me up to try to get them, and these are the only ones I have. So sorry.
What were you saying, Jose?
No, I've seen 3 quad skater girls skating them here in Dallas.
Oh, sick!
And it's because of obviously Carrier Skate Shop, but yeah, I think I seen in Bachman and twice at Garland where they had the Montre wheel.
Let's go.
So that was pretty tight to see.
Yeah, I get a lot of good reviews from so many people that have gotten the wheel, especially the people that are asking me if I have them. And yeah, I don't think I've gotten one bad review from anyone.
Is there any talks with Somatics about pouring some more?
I don't know. I don't want to have more for myself. I want whoever's next to have one. And if that's a team wheel, that would be sick. But also if it's a teammate wheel, that would also be sick. Mm-hmm. So let's hope that maybe it's Nick's, because that would be sick. Nick's Tricks. If y'all don't know, look them up.
Nick's Tricks. Is that a quad skater?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. Boy or girl? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter these days. Anyways, Nick's Tricks. Look them up. Look them up on Instagram.
Yes, them I'm pretty sure.
So pro rollerblader, pro quad skater, and then you do it all. You also do parkour, and that just seems like kind of a natural evolution. If you want to continue to do tricks and not wear skates, now you can do tricks all the time. How did you get started in parkour with Michael Scott and Dwight Schrute?
Yo, he also does soaps.
Oh, we're gonna get to the epics. I got epics on the board. We got it. We're going down the list.
You said it like this was final. That's why.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're just checking.
We're halfway through. We haven't even talked much about rollerblading.
I'd like to take you what I witnessed a day of like Montre, of like everything with all of his combined day of Montre. It's so sick.
You kind of gave me a story,
if anybody hasn't ever seen it, I think it's like probably one of the coolest. Like,
well, here, run us through it, John. What's a day of Montre?
If you don't mind, Montre, it's like
Yeah, go for it.
He'll wake up, he'll get the breakfast, does what he does with getting where he needs to be. We get to like a skate spot, and it's like we go like get skates on, and we'll like look at like the skate spot, but he'll kind of just start like leaving the session and kind of just like walking around buildings, and then you might catch him on like a rail with his epic grind, with his grind shoes. Like, this was at Houston. This was like a 50 stair, like steep ass rail, like that's scary on skates. And we're like skating like this chill handrail. And he's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna come back for these parkour clips real quick. This steep rail before even skating, and he does this thing on his shoes. That's scary. It's at Huntsville College near Houston.
I know what trail you're talking. I know what trail you're talking about.
Everybody that's been to Huntsville.
It's like 60 stairs or something crazy like that.
Steep. It was crazy.
It's like this.
And so then he goes into skating, and then he goes and gets content and all this stuff. He's getting the content from everything. And then after we're done skating, he'll put on his shoes, and then he'll knock out like some parkour clips too. And we'll get in the car, go to the next spot, and it's like kind of rinse, repeat, soap and water. It's just repeat. It's tight. It's crazy.
I got content to get, man. I got content I need to get for the epic grind.
Yeah, it's so tight to watch you work. It was something different. I've never seen somebody.
Was that a glaze?
That's what we do when we give compliments, and that's what we try to chop on each other about when we give compliments. I'm giving it's.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen it. Actually seen it. That's funny. Okay.
No, it's really tight. Like, you should be proud of like what you accomplish in a day. Like, it's pretty cool.
Was parkour just like your need to want to keep doing stunts even whenever you're not skating? How did you get into that?
All right, so parkour was mad random. I don't think I actually ever liked parkour when I was coming up. I think I always did parkour, but never in the sense of knowing that I was doing parkour. I mean, you just gonna jump over a wall. You can do it a bunch of cool different ways. If you've seen Jackie Chan do anything, you go out and you try Jackie Chan stuff, which comes out to be parkour.
Yeah.
But it was this group on YouTube called Stora. They're from the UK. That's about 7 of them. And I just started watching their videos randomly, real randomly, maybe 2 years before I actually started training. And I don't know, the first video I remember seeing, it wasn't parkour. They were at this fountain with all these rocks, and they had a challenge for all of them, and it was don't get wet. And it was basically like them playing skate. So they were playing horse. So like one person would do something to get over the water to a rock and jump and stay to this one rock, and you had to stay there without getting wet. And that's what everyone had to do. And that was very interesting to me. I was like, well, that looks fun. Like, these guys don't look too much younger than me or older than me or whatnot, because I didn't know their ages. And I was just like, that just looks fun. It looks like some stuff I would do with the homies. So I kept watching and found out that they're actually parkour dudes, and the stuff they do is dumb right amazing. It's so sick to watch. And I got hooked. And then one day I just tried it.
Have you been able to, you talked about, they had a crew of people. Have you been able to convert any other rollerbladers to try parkour with you, or at least start doing it?
No. Everyone here is already old. So.
Bro, that first trick you came out when we got you from the airport, you'd be flying over this wall, and I was just trying to go eat a sub sandwich. And this, I was like, all right, we're gonna go eat a sub sandwich. All right, cool. But then he just flying off of buildings left and right. I'm like, damn, it was crazy. That was just to see that.
That was a real sick spot too. That was a rare find especially just parking in a parking lot.
Yeah, shout
It's
out
got to
to
be
you, buddy.
crazy because obviously we all rollerblade. So anywhere we go, we're looking for skate spots. You know, you always notice a handrail. You always notice a ledge, even if you have no intention of skating. And that'll probably go until we're dead. Like, we're never going to be too old that we're not going to be like, oh, damn, that's a sick rail just from our
Yeah.
past. But you're looking at, I mean, you got to see things in a completely different way then, because you're looking at the world through rollerblader.
I'm
You know, this
looking
might be a
up
dope
now.
quad trick. Yeah, looking up to see
Yeah.
parkour tricks. I mean, that's just, your mind's got to never stop.
Yeah, but I think the coolest thing about me starting parkour in this height of my skating, with me feeling like I can do pretty much anything that skating. What I've seen now with looking for parkour jumps, I'm like, oh, I could do that on my skates. And that's what translates to me. Knowing if I can do it on my skates, I most likely can do it with shoes on. Because I know I can do stuff with my skates that I can't do with shoes on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen you
But
do some gaps. Like we did a stream when we first started doing this podcast of like the hardest tricks in rollerblading, and one Jose brought up was you jumped from like basically one interstate overpass down to another. You remember that, Jose?
Yes, sir.
That clip? Do you know which one I'm talking about, Montre? What video was
yeah,
that?
you know the story. You know the story of that.
It was
No,
a truth one.
What is it?
Yeah, all right.
You told
This
us,
is-
but go ahead. Tell the podcast.
Yeah, it was a great story for that one. So I think this might have been when I was living in Philly with Kilgore, John, and just the crew or whatever. But we were skating that spot, like I think it's like pins, one of the pins landing kind of spots or whatever. And the way you get up to that spot, you have to go up the bridge and cross and go up the bridge. So it's a long way skating up and everything. So when you want to skate down, you know, of course you got to skate all the way down, make that left turn, and skate all the way. I didn't want to do that. I was over it. And
So
as
you,
we were
you found you a
leaving-
shortcut.
yeah, as we were leaving, I was like, I'm gonna jump this. They're like, what? And I jumped it.
Dude, that is
And they were like,
insane.
yo, that was fucking crazy. And I was like, well, that was really fun. I think I just straight jumped it at that point. And then they were like, you want to do that again for film? And I was like, that was whack. I'll do it from higher up.
Damn,
And
okay, that's what I was gonna ask. So the first time you jumped it, you were literally just going from point A to point B. You weren't like, hey, get the camera out, I'm about to jump this. You just jumped it just to get there?
Yeah. Yeah. We
Damn.
were racing basically, and I was winning.
We should have had that clip ready.
Oh
That
yeah,
was sick.
I'm gonna chop that up. That's gonna be its own separate clip, and I'll put the clip in it. That was sick. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah,
Philly
that's-
was dope.
That's definitely one of my favorite clips I've seen. And also that alley-oop sold off the roof.
the 360 out.
Yeah, the 360
Yeah.
one. That one
Which is
was
also
wild.
a great story. If for all the people that haven't heard that story, it's also hilarious and awesome and random. So Joey Chase, badass mofo, he found that spot. We were at that spot for him. He was gonna negative acid 360 or 540 off. And I think he had got like a negative acid 180 off, and I think he fell. And so I went up to hype him up, just, getting him hype. And, it was one of those things where he's literally just skating this thing by himself. So I'm like, yeah, I'll skate it with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm going to do. So, I do like a little soul grind, look over the edge. I'm like, that's nuts. I don't know why he's even here. This is stupid.
How big of a
But
drop
I
was
know-
it? I mean,
I know
it had
he's
to have
got-
been like over 15 feet, right? It was huge.
It was massive. It was big. It was big. It wasn't something that I was trying to do at all. But I knew he had it. Anyways, so he's, getting back hype. I think he tried it again. And maybe fell again or something, or maybe landed sketchy. And so now at this point, I'm still trying to keep him hype. So I'm like, locking on alley-oop soles. Like I'm an alley-oop sole and then, cab out. I'm totally lying, like completely lying about this. I don't want to leave Soul and Cab out of this thing. No, I just want him to land it so we can leave.
You're just trying to keep the juices pumping, keep them juiced.
Yeah. So the ledge wasn't flat like this; it was at an angle. So when you locked on good, you were locked. And the alley-oop soul that I locked on, my right arm goes over, so I'm looking through the window, and that put me completely on the ledge. And I had no choice but to just
Send it off of it.
just jump out like I said I would. It was I still scares me to this day. That was fucking nuts. Now I don't know how I landed it. My wheel broke. I think I broke 2 wheels, a wheel on each skate. That's why when I turn around and roll around, like I like kick one foot up. Shima's freaking out. Like we're all freaking out. Like me doing like this, and I'm literally like, what just happened? Joey up top is fucking freaking out. It was one of those. It wasn't supposed to happen.
So it was first try is basically what you're saying. When you locked it, when you actually went off the end, you landed it first try.
Yeah.
Damn. 2 weeks.
But it wasn't even a try because like I said, I wasn't trying to do it. I got stuck on alley-oop soul and was like, fuck, and just sent it and lucked out.
And then Joey was like, I'm done, I'm not trying it anymore. Or did he ever end up coming off the end of or landing it?
I think it was one of those situations where we were like, yeah, that's fucked, like let's leave it. Or maybe he tried it again after that, but I don't know. You would have
That's insane.
I mean, negative acid to get. I mean, anything would be tight on that. But if I just watched you do a alley-oop soul to like really absolute perfect 3 off and landing and swag and drip and I mean, I'd do that. I'm going home. Man.
No, and you know what? After
take me to the car, I'm going home.
After you landed too, and you were like stumbling, you were like, "Man, fuck that shit," because you threw your hands out like, "Man, fuck that."
It was just that was dope.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's an insane story. That's nuts.
Yeah, I love that one. That's one of my favorite. I think that's probably one of my favorite tales to tell because that was I think it was after the powwow, and that powwow was the year that we were making NIM, like solidifying NIM, and I think that's the year we put Joey Chase on. So it was me, Joey, and John, and that year we just won powwow, like all 3 of us.
Damn.
Won powwow somehow. However you want to call it, that's just what happened. We won powwow. And then after that, we went out and all 3 of us got ridiculous clips. And that alley-oop soul is one of them.
That's sick. You've had endless amounts of sections. I was trying to go through them yesterday and watch some of them, and there were too many. I couldn't even get through all of them. I have some of my favorites. What do you think was your favorite section of yours as far as like the experience working on it, everything like that? Which one kind of stands out in your head as, man, this was a really good time in my life?
Trail of Beers.
What
Fiberlux Trail of Beers.
Oh,
my
okay.
absolute favorite section. AJ murdered that.
That was one
all
of the best.
All of the people
down.
that did the artwork, or the one dude, I'm blanking on his name right now. I'm so sorry, AJ. Tell him his name because I'm blanking. But just the whole thought process of it, the travel for it, the skating, everything about that. That's still my favorite. Absolutely. Even the B-roll, I like to watch the B-roll because it just reminds me of how dope of a time that was.
Is AJ your favorite videographer to work with?
I'd say him and AJ are my 2 absolute favorite videographers in general and to work with. Yeah.
Jose had a funny run-in with AJ at Blade Cup where he was talking about, well, what did you do, Jose? You went up to who did you talk to? And you were like,
so random. We could have talked about the section. Anyways, when you did that wall ride over the little thing, I never knew it was right here in Dallas. for that section.
Oh yeah, over the
wall,
the arch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we drove under the highway and I seen that. I'm like, instead of fucking doing something else, Josh. Yeah, but yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, that's where Montre fucking did the little wall ride shit.
Wait, which one are you talking about? Under the bridge?
Yeah, in downtown
yeah,
Dallas.
Yeah. That spot's gone now. Yeah.
Get it anymore.
Well, Jose, I was just teeing you
You're
up for a
probably
little
not the
mic
last
time.
person
I was
that-
teeing you up for a story.
Nah, I'd rather talk about what we talking on topic right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You probably
no,
got that
when
last one.
since we were on that section, I wanted to say that like, oh shit, that shit was right here in Dallas, because that is one of the sick ass sections you did.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of Texas clips of that.
Sure, man. You came to what you did on all of our spots.
And then
I
for
mean-
Black Market too, right? You had a lot of spots over here in Dallas.
So that's what
True.
I wanted to talk about.
True.
I
Go ahead.
wanted to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about was
Let's
Black Market.
do that. Let's do that.
Because I had no clue who you were, and sorry that I didn't know who you were at the time. I should have known who you were at the time, but I wasn't really like on.
And social
Like,
media was not like
this
that.
was before social media, so it was like like BMAG and like I was not like real internet. And I was slacking on videos because there was videos
I
before
mean, that was
Black
my
Market.
early years though.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think
so, like-
I think it was maybe say word 1 time frame.
I knew Kenny too, so it was like I felt like I should have knew like Montre clips, but I had no clue. But
That was the first section that put me onto him as well.
Yeah, me too. That was the
I mean,
first
you
time
came
I ever
through,
saw Montre.
You were humble, you were tight, you were kind of quiet, when you came through, but you skated every spot and you murked every spot, and I was like, damn, who is this fool? And then Doug was just telling me, and Julian too, like, wow. I'm
That's
like,
the way I like to skate. I'm
you
still
know,
like that.
yeah,
Just-
no, it was
Like,
like,
all right, especially when traveling. When you're traveling, you don't know when you're gonna be there again. You don't know if this spot's gonna be there the next time you come there. You know what I mean? So in those years when I was traveling and skating, you couldn't
meant something.
stop me from skating. Like,
For
I'm
sure.
gonna skate this spot, that spot. Oh, you're skating this spot? Tight. I see a cool way that I can also skate this spot. That's not like how you're skating this spot. So I'm not fucking with what you're doing because I still want you to get your clip.
Yeah,
But after that, it's my turn.
yeah.
That's just how it was back then. I mean, I'm still like that, but more or less more chill about it because everyone would call me a snake if I wasn't. I would just be, I'm getting this trick. Get out of here.
Nobody can get anything in. What would you
my
say?
turn.
Where's your like favorite city or favorite area to skate? I mean, I'm sure you've been all around the world skating. Do you have a place that you just I want to go back to this place. I love skating at this area.
I think US wise, it's got to be Texas now. Texas has won me over
Nice.
with the amount of street spots. Yeah. Big up Texas. Big up everybody.
You already know, and we ain't even scratched the surface.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah,
finding
it's
we're still
like
finding
the
new
amount
spots.
The amount of skate parks, the amount of spots, and just the all around vast. It's so much there. Like there's a lot of shit that even the people that live there still haven't skated, and they're still finding y'all are still finding new spots.
Yeah, because more people keep moving here, so they're just gonna keep building more shit.
Jose,
So
put
more
the
spots.
put the camera up a little bit.
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh,
So
man,
yeah, I'd say US Texas wins it for sure.
let's go.
Yeah.
No, Texas, we put it down.
Yeah. Overseas, I'm gonna. I mean, I can only say Spain because I won't say Barcelona only because I lived in Malaga. So Malaga, I think the spots are pretty much the same as Barcelona. Barcelona may just have a little more flair to their spots, but Malaga also has those same random street quarter pipes that you can just find. Like, why is this here? Why was this built? Type spots, and it's way more laid back, way more chill. You don't have to worry about a shit ton of tourists like Barcelona, depending on when you're there, because it still gets touristy, but not necessarily in the spots you're trying to skate. So, Malaga will be the next place that I would say is my favorite.
Yeah, that's good to hear because everybody always says Barcelona, and Barcelona looks like a skate park city. It looks like something you would see in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the video game, or something like that. But I guess Malaga is very similar, but just a little bit more low key, I would assume.
Yeah, it's not even similar. It's mad different, but that's what makes it better, in my opinion, because you already know what you're getting yourself into. When you go to Barcelona, you've seen everything, and then you're most likely going to try to go to those things, which is going to make you miss all of the cooler stuff that is in Barcelona that people don't film at. That's why when you see clips that you're like, yo, that was a sick spot, you don't know where it's from. It was from Barcelona because that person finally found that dope spot that no one films at because they didn't go to the normal BS. But see, Malaga is just untapped spots everywhere. And it's massive. It's not just Malaga. You still have all of the other little small cities within the region. Like, you're going from a beach to the mountains. All the stuff within that is so sick. Like, there's bro, like you yeah. So Malaga wins it.
Those clips are crazy. Like, all the spots that Globy's skating is just amazing. He's all up all these crazy things.
Yeah, Josh Glowicki, we actually watched it on the last stream. He just put out a new section. I don't know if you got a chance to see it, Montre, but I assume that was all.
Wait, you said Josh just put out a new section?
Yeah, it's with another skater. God, it's slipping my mind. I had a bookmark. Yeah, we watched it on the last stream. It's him and who's the other blader he's with? John, do you remember?
Is it Ritz?
Or
Ritz?
The Ortiz guy?
No.
Is it not a Ritz? A Ritz Ortiz?
Or Ritz?
Could
Yeah.
be a Ritz.
Yeah, it was him.
I can pull it up real quick. I can at least give you the name of the edit.
Yeah, pull it up.
Let's see.
So. Yeah, this could kind of be like a segment into maybe like, I don't know. Well, either.
It's the name of the section begins with an A. Let me just go to my subscriptions and I'll find it. But yeah, it was a dope section. He killed it, and I assume it was probably mostly filmed in Malaga. Let's see.
I miss Josh's skating.
Yeah, dude, Josh is the best.
Yeah.
I miss Josh's skating too. I ain't seen that baby yet either. I'm like,
actually, I just miss Josh, to be honest.
yeah, I miss Josh like 120,000%. I ain't seen the dang baby yet. Like, I just want.
Dang, for real.
Yeah, like, I'm so proud of like where he is and where he's gone, and for Blade Camp, like that's the type of place that he should have because he's such like a super awesome, nice person.
Yeah, I know you're on your phone, Montre. It's probably hard to see, but it's called Andalus. Michael Mueller. It's with Michael Mueller.
Yeah, Mueller.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, but he put out a section. It's Michael Mueller first, and then him. It's called Andalus. I'm probably saying that wrong, but yeah, it was really dope to see him skating.
I'm gonna check that out after this for sure.
Oh yeah, check it out. It's a really good section.
Hell yes. Big up, Josh.
Big ups. I wanted to move on to another topic. Are y'all okay with that? Y'all aren't gonna like this topic, especially Jose. But Montre had said something to me whenever we were testing the stream about. Asked him because he's done, he does all these roller sports. Asked him if he ever dabbled in skateboarding, and he told me he used to be a pro skateboarder. So I was kind of curious a little bit about your skateboarding career, Montre. If you want to give
not pro, just sponsored.
Oh, sponsored skateboarder.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Pro. Whatever. But
pro
still,
would be crazy.
What about BMX? What do you do with BMX? You ever dabbled in BMX?
Yeah, I BMX as well.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why he used to wear those jackets.
Fixed gear freestyle. You know what fixed gear is? Fixed gear bikes?
Oh,
Yeah, fixed gear freestyle.
Yeah,
a
I have
BMX,
seen you do some of that. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, didn't you
mountain
have that?
bike,
You had that bike club, right?
everything extreme, bro. If it's extreme, I'm doing it.
What about
Extreme cheddar.
what about snow sports? I saw recently you
Right?
had some snow sports stuff on your Instagram.
Bro, you didn't see me on the skis just now, dog? I did my first grind, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I saw. That's what I was
on the
talking about.
skiboard, yo. Shout out Summit Skiboards. If y'all don't know, that is the company that sponsors me and a bunch of other amazing rollerbladers that you should go check out if you haven't.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'll show you my skis.
Biz mentioned them last pod too.
Here's my skis here.
Damn, those are sick.
Okay, put that down. There we go.
Is there skiing close to where you live?
No, it was
Actually, there
You got
is.
snow there.
yeah, you got snow. That's what I was gonna say. How did you guys get locked
Didn't
in?
bring up no clips, Josh.
You guys get locked in, or did you guys?
No,
like,
it was straight. All of it's gone already.
yeah,
That's how the South is.
yeah, we got locked in for like a few days where it was like couldn't really go anywhere. Definitely couldn't drive on any highways, or else you were just gonna wreck. But yeah, I saw you on the skis. I was like, man, you out there with the little ski skates, just killing it, just trying to do your first thing. It's just cool, like watching process, like the whole process. Like
Yeah,
it's just cool.
yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So was this the snow at your house that we just recently during that snowstorm, like in your area?
Yep. This was the next day.
Oh,
So
for
it
real?
snowed the entire day. And then the next day it was already melting.
For sure.
That's sick.
Ours lasted a while here in Denton. It definitely lasted a while. Lasted 5 days, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on skiing. I got a trip coming up with the homies a little later this month before Clash. And we're going to App Mountain. Or we're not going to App actually. I think they were saying we're going to Sugar Mountain. I don't know where that is, but the mountain that's closest to me is Appalachian. And I say it with my country accent.
Appalachian.
Appalachian Mountain.
I've heard people say Appalachia, and they're like, you're supposed to say it like throw an apple at you. Like throw an apple at you. That's how they say it, Appalachia. That's the correct. That's the correct way to pronounce
I'm
it.
never gonna not hear that now.
Yeah,
Appalachian.
I think I heard it on some podcast. They were talking about that area, and they were like, "Yeah, the right way to say it is throw an apple at you."
Yep. It's Appalachian.
That's sick.
Hey,
That's funny.
got a question just before it gets like too late. Talking about IQON back in first off, what do you think kind of like going forward? What do you want to see with the company? Like I know I hate to bring up tariffs, but like yeah, I hope that US and that we're able to kind of like get the skates here. Like I know it's tough. I know probably doing stuff. I just wanted to know like what do you think the outlook of the company should be, like
What's the future hold for
what do you think the
IQON?
future hold, like
I
what do you want the future to hold in that sense?
Well, what I want is for I want to have a pair of icons in every house in America and Europe and any other places. Just so that everyone can understand and feel how amazing the freedom of movement is while you're on rollerblades.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Actually, that's just rollerblades in general. They don't have to be icons. I'm sorry. But, hopefully a lot of those are icons. But no, I mean, honestly, I can't say. I can only hope for the best. We can only hope for the best.
Yeah.
Right now, it's looking grim for anybody getting anything from outside of the US. But at the same time, people are still doing it.
Yeah.
Like like I was saying before, you have your supporters. You have the people that just support because they like the brand. They like the people on the brand. And those people are the people that keep us afloat. So thank y'all for one.
Yes.
And I just can only hope that it's gonna just work out in some kind of way.
Let's go. Give the hope for sure.
Do y'all have any? And you don't have to say who, but are y'all looking at any new riders to join the team in the future?
Yeah, we got some cool announcements that are gonna happen really soon. Clash is gonna be nice. So everyone stay tuned to all the feeds and what's coming out for Clash because we'll be doing a few things and it'll be a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, Josh trying to get all the leaks out.
No, I prefaced it with you don't have to say who because I've tried to do this with people before in the past and they're like, I think it was Clark Kirkman and he was like, I'm not saying that, something like that. So yeah, well, just see him. John was talking about the future and it's nice to know that IQON does have a future and I'm sure it's going to be a strong future. I'm sure y'all have been affected by the tariffs as the rest of the skate industry really has, but y'all still out there, still doing it. You hooked these two bozos up with some skates, so you got a good. What team is that? Is that like a flow team?
AG too. Man.
Yeah, Aaron Gates also.
Yeah. You can't forget about AG. She's pro on the team.
Oh yeah, I saw her on the pro page.
Yeah, she's their boss.
Yeah, I was about to say we get the crumbs. She the top dog.
Yeah, she's the top dog around here. I'm shaking my pen because y'all know I'm standing on business when I'm saying that. Top dog, I'm just a little puppy child, you know what I'm saying? I hold it there.
Do y'all have a large flow team? About how many people are y'all flowing?
I think our flow team is bigger than. I guess it's a little smaller now. Some people went to other brands, which is not a bad thing. Anyone I put on the brand, it's so that they can be recognized like they should have been in the first place. So if someone recognizes them and they go to that other brand, that's my whole goal. If you want to stay with us, thank you so much. That's also awesome. But everybody trying to eat over here, so remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We appreciate what you do for us, man. I ain't gonna lie.
My dog is like, throw this toy.
Hey, Hawk said it in the chat. Sorry to bring up chat so early, but he was saying about your artwork too. You do a lot of custom shoes. You do a lot of artwork. Like you got talent in the hands too, not just the feet. You do exactly. You do all kinds of.
Oh, there we go.
All kinds of cool stuff. We'll be watching.
What's that? We got some Fortnite Nike collabo customs that you created.
He got him on the side because he's working. Yeah.
Damn.
Sick.
They might have a big glare on them because they're wrapped in the plastic because they're about to get sent off. But
oh no, those are sick. No, we can see them good. So did you do that with like paint pens and draw that on there?
No, just not paint pens, paint brushes.
Oh really? Wow, damn.
Let me stop you right there. I ain't talking about the pen. I'm talking about wax on, put the brushes. Let me put down my pen.
No, I also use the airbrush machine for all the hard stuff, like basically gradients and stuff like that. But for the most anything detailed, that's all by hand.
Damn, dude, that's impressive.
That's honestly with everyone. What can I bring out? Shout out E-Rod as always and NASA.
Damn.
These are some of the first NASA shoes that were made.
Nice.
I made these ones for myself.
Damn, that's super sick.
So all of this cool stuff here is airbrush, but then all the details in this guy, that's all by hand.
Damn, dude.
Hoverboard.
And for all you rollerblades out there, because y'all was like, oh, wow, that's a skateboarder. I want to see the rollerblader. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, grinding the soul.
What's he wearing? Some remedies? What is that?
He's wearing some space shoes.
And
I think
I
honestly,
on the left foot too, like your strong foot, your soul foot, right? You put the blader on. You put the blader on your soul foot.
I actually depicted those. They were depicted off of IQON Skates at the time. And so I think fuck, what was he wearing? What were those?
The Frankie?
No, they weren't even, they weren't Frankies, they weren't
USD, Razor.
they weren't USD, they were a different brand. He was just trying them out. I can't remember what the name of that brand was. It wasn't Trigger. It wasn't maybe one of Standard's first ones or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But they're based off of whatever he was skating at the time. And yeah.
Are you doing custom paint jobs for shoes for people like as like a business? Like, is that something that people will commission you to do?
Yep. My custom shoe business is called Kicks by Trey. And my normal art stuff, like if you want paintings and stuff, that's just called Art by Trey. I have Instagram for it's a collaboration. The Art by Trey Instagram page is where I do everything and sell everything, do all my commissions and whatnot. My biggest thing that's happening right now that's so constant. My dog is so pissed.
Is that your dog making those noises?
My dog's all like, "Wait, what's going on with the computer right now? I keep hearing that." Jump up here.
But yeah, I do everything from Instagram. The Sonic shoes are what's the biggest thing that I've been selling right now because it's a crazy market. All the gamers really love the Sonic theme shoes. Oh yeah, there you go. They got them right there.
Yeah.
Those some space shoes I did for a client. Everything that you see on the page has either been sold or is for a family member, but the majority of it is all stuff that clients wanted.
Damn, what do you charge for something like that?
The Sonic shoes are actually at a standard price. I think it's just $350.
Damn,
and
yeah.
that comes with everything. That comes with me buying the shoe, painting the shoe, shipping the shoe to you.
That's sick.
All of the 9. I do have an option where you can buy the shoe yourself, ship it to me, and I do the painting, and that's only $150.
What kind of shoe is this? What shoe is this?
That's
Those
the
are Epic grind ones. That's what you grind with.
Oh, damn. Oh, I see.
Jesus,
I
man.
see the grind
Dude,
plates on
That
them.
was an all-white shoe.
It's right in front of you. Like, what the fuck?
It's hard to tell. I don't know.
You could tell right away.
Shut up, Jose.
Well, it
I'm
says
gonna come
it
over
in
there
the
and smack
description,
you.
man. It's hard to tell, man. Come on, dude. Josh be tripping sometimes.
No,
Josh be tripping
He just don't
sometimes.
skate. He just don't skate. That's why he don't know.
Lord, Josh.
I do have a question about the Epic grind shoes because I wanted to talk to you about that, and I kind of wanted to bring it up whenever John had mentioned grinding down that 50 stair rail in Huntsville. I feel like you would get going so fast. Like, whenever you're grinding down stair rails in these shoes, especially long rails, I mean, does it keep a moderate speed? How do you land whenever you're grinding down? Because you can't roll away. You know what I mean? Like, how does that whole process work?
All right. So another thing that a lot of people don't know is that I'm one of the founding members of Epic with Nick Lomax and Eugen, and also Ollie Bennett. So we did a lot of like tinkering with how soaps used to be made and whatnot. So for us, I'll grab a pen. Neither mine. But all right, so one of the cool things that we wanted to do was make it so that if you were doing something like a steep 100 stair rail that's going directly into the ground, how would you be able to slow down? And the side panels on the shoes, and you can see it better here. The side panels on the shoes are made out of a kind of rubbery plastic that if you need to, you can put down on the edge to help you slow down. And that's why mine looks like it's all crazy from doing kink rails. I think Eugen does the same thing. I think he uses his back foot more than anything. I use my front foot more. But as you can see on this side, it's more chill. But yeah, that's we wanted to make sure that you would be able to slow down as well as just have some sort of friction. So you can just not use those, go right on the plastic, and you're gonna bomb and you're just gonna go fast. If you feel like you're going too fast, edges down. I think it's like a skiing term as well. You just kind of put your inside edges in, or you can even drop into a Royale. I use Royales to help myself slow down as well if I'm
Okay, that
doing
makes
a big
sense.
steep rail.
I've
Yeah,
always
but
wondered.
you were still hauling though. You're still going pretty fast.
Like, look at this kink
Yeah,
rail right
that,
here.
that
Huntsville
one big
rail.
rail though, I didn't wax it. Only I waxed it just a little bit. If I
Yeah.
would have waxed it like for me to actually grind it on skates, I wouldn't have did it on shoes.
There was this clip that just dropped recently. Backslide. And I was like, how the fuck is he backsliding in those shoes? So
Right.
so it's kind of a mixture. Like whenever you're in that position, you're kind of partially on the side of the shoe to kind of keep, I guess that's how you could balance and how you can keep from slipping out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not that different feeling than a regular backslide.
For real.
The only the thing that happens when you do a backslide, that lean back too much, you want to be almost in that for it to be perfect.
For sure.
That lean forward too much, you're gonna instantly come out of it or slip out of it or anything. But once you actually put a groove in your shoes and you lock in on that spot, you're on that spot like a normal backslide. So when we're just on our feet doing skate tricks on the ground, we grab a fish brain, you're bending your foot down. The way that feels is the way that it is. I'm wearing brand shoes right now. Isn't that crazy?
Are they heavier than regular shoes? Do you notice whenever you're wearing them just walking around, or is it not that big of a difference?
Oh no, we made sure of every single little aspect of these that comfort was our main thing. We wanted to make sure that you could wear them all day. I've been wearing these all day. I literally forgot I had them on. I just found out when I looked down. And it's so stupid because I just went and grabbed other grind shoes when I could have just took my shoe off. Anyways, our main thing was comfort. We wanted to make sure that they were really comfortable, like extremely comfortable. We wanted to make them walkable. Make sure that you still had flex in the toe and heel without the plate popping out. Everything about the shoe, we wanted to make sure that you didn't have to think about them having grind blocks in them. You could just be like, oh shit, cool ledge, and go grind it while you're just walking down the street with your homies. So
now I was gonna ask you a question. Have you guys thought about doing the little sole plate in the middle to do like a sole grind like some of the old soap shoes?
We thought about that also in the beginning, but again, it comes back to comfort. Like those shoes weren't comfortable.
That was actually
Like having that.
Solomon was actually the ones that made the
they?
grind
Yeah,
shoes with the.
There was another brand as well that wasn't soap or Solomon that also had the
for real
grinder in the middle. But again, those shoes were just not comfortable. And that's what it always comes back to. We just wanted to make sure that these were going to be super comfortable. Even the newest ones. Shout out the Dolphin.
Dolphin promo.
Yeah, those are clean.
Yeah. I find these extremely comfortable. Like he did a lot of different modifications to the actual thickness of the shoe. He actually added a backslide plate. This thing actually kind of sticks out.
Oh, no shit.
Can I show it?
Yeah.
Work.
Oh yeah.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. And it's on both sides. So like he really designed the shit out of these. He also remodified the grind plate, making it so like the edges here stick out a little bit more for ledges. And yeah, mad comfortable. So yeah, a lot of thought process goes into making these shoes because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a pair of shoes that you're gonna have on your feet walking around, and you want to just be able to walk around.
Okay. And I was gonna ask another question. Is that a one and done plate, or is that where you could switch it off, or is that another
They're one
part
and
of
done.
being
They're
a
one and done.
one and done? Okay.
Yeah. Because the main thing again comes back to how comfortable we want the
Comfort.
shoes to be.
Yeah. I feel you. I
And
feel you.
to keep them light so that you don't have this what do you call it, like a high heel
Big
shoe
ass
on.
screws
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, because you would have to even trying to get just a kind of semi small screws, no matter what, you're adding so much rubber
That thick
to
sole,
your
and then you're not even.
yeah, and then you also need to add in point placements that are gonna stay, and either they can be those little same little washer things that we use for like frames, but at some point those are gonna wiggle out.
Okay.
So you would need the actual band across to hold them into place. It's just too much weight.
No, I could imagine. I've never tried them on, but I could. I know what you're probably trying to feel is like just a regular shoe with yeah.
It was not. No, soaps are kind of heavy.
No, I
had
that's what I'm saying. I used to have soap shoes too, and they weren't always the most comfortable of shoes because I'm like, man, they don't even feel good walking. Like every time I would walk, I would just feel the plastic touching the ground, like scraping. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, after clearly like months and months of you constantly using and wearing and skating them and running out of tricks and whatnot, like they get to a point where you would think that the grind block is going to start touching, but you've been wearing down the grind block. So the more you wear down the shoe, the grind block is also wearing down. Now, if you're never grinding, then of course, you know, your grind block's not going to grind down. So you'll get to that point where you're walking for ages. It's been months, and yeah, you'll feel that slide. But that's clearly if you're just not grinding.
Now it makes sense.
And everyone that gets them are grinding.
Yeah,
makes
you
sense.
have to.
It makes sense with the weight thing. You want to minimize as much weight as possible, so the grind plate isn't. You can't change it out. Have you ever grinded so much on a pair that you got through all the way through the plastic, or do they have a pretty long life?
I think this pair is. No, it's not this pair. I've had a few pairs now. Let me see. One of them. Oh, so good.
Florida. Nothing but a burnt Florida. That's what you call a wore out epic grind shoe, a burnt Florida.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever worn completely through. Even these are my Sonic ones. These were my first ones that I use all the time. And because I grind a lot of rails, I guess I still have a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, because it seems like
I
rails.
really can't say.
It seems like rails wouldn't.
Like it's to the rubber bit.
Yeah.
But I still got mad life. Like this is for me to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm normally on here or just mainly just the flat bit. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends. I guess it depends on the way you're using them. Since I'm mainly just a rail person, they last me maybe longer. I always wax everything that I'm doing too, because if you don't wax the rail and the rail doesn't slide, all of that friction is gonna eat away at your plate, and you can probably like destroy it in like, I don't know, a week if you're just doing rails like that. But everything that I skate is or soap is waxed. So
yeah, it's probably similar to like rollerblades. Obviously, if you're grinding a bunch of metal as opposed to grinding a bunch of street ledges, your skates are going to last a lot longer. So yeah, I can see that being the case.
Actually, that's probably why all my rollerblades still look brand new, because all I skate is rails.
That's why Jose has to go through skates so much, because he's a ledge skater, right, Jose?
Yeah, that is definitely
I
true.
love ledges though. That's crazy. Like, especially when I moved to Philly, it was all ledges. That was the sickest thing about Philly, is that we skated just ledges all the time. So I'm definitely a ledge dude, but I don't know. There's just rails everywhere in Charlotte. So
rails.
This rail, I want to bring up this rail because this is the rail that got me thinking. And I actually, we brought this clip up on a previous show and I posed this question. And
I want to back fast slide that.
That would be insane. So you know. But I was like, how is he able to not go so fast? And you just come off casually, walk away and do a flip. And I was like, how is that possible? But now it completely makes sense with the design of the shoe.
Yeah, I can slow down. But for that one, it was actually the rail didn't slide good. So I only had 2, maybe 3 tries to do this. It's in Ohio. The doors for the security are like right there. We just kept the building out of the shot. But basically when you're walking up the stairs, the security wants to come out. You know, they already know you don't look like you're just someone that's should be coming up these stairs. So they'll come out. So I was trying to wax the rail as I was walking up, and hopefully I waxed enough of it, but I clearly didn't. And yeah, again, I had 2 tries. I think I jumped on it once, and it didn't slide good. I realized security didn't come out, so I put a little wax on it again, and then on my shoes, and then went for it, and that's the clip. And then we had to leave after that. Security came out.
That's sick. Air Dolphin's in the chat. He's talking about I add grind plates to my sneakers as well as other mods. Yeah, Montre was just talking about that. Dolphin, they're super sick. The backslide plate kind of that you added to them, super sick design.
Yeah, I shot you out, dog. Where they at?
Yeah,
2 times. 2 times, dog. Look at that. Y'all want to see? It was really sick. Can I get this out here? I thought this was sick.
Oh yeah,
that's
sick.
fire, dog. That's so tight. But also look at like he really put his fucking foot in these things.
Damn, that shit looks comfortable.
Unintended, you know. He made sure they're mad. These are mad comfortable. Mad comfortable.
That's what you need money for the back, Jose. That's
For
some
real,
orthopedic stuff right there. That's the orthopedic footbed for those you know what I'm saying.
For real. For the bacchiotomies.
That's the bacchiotomy.
What's a pair of Epic grind shoes cost roughly?
130. I think okay. The low tops are under 100. The high tops are above 100.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
That's not bad for a shoe that you, let's say you're out with your friends and shit, and you know you see a nice little fucking rail or some ledge, and you're just like, y'all want to see something tight, and then bam, hit them with a grind real quick. They all gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see. For me, these ones are probably my favorite pair. I like gum bottom.
Yeah,
I like black
too. Yeah, those are cool.
These ones are just very subtle. They're just so subtle.
That's what I would want.
And then my next favorite pair would be the all white pair. Because they're just subtle. They're an all white shoe, and then of course I got an all black shoe with my favorite gum soles. And they're just subtle. When people see me out in the streets with these, I don't get like a question of like, those are weird, what are those? I get the more intrigued question of, yo, what are those? Those are kind of cool. And then I'm explaining them to them. They're like, wait, they're for grinding?
Yeah.
And then the conversation keeps going. And then they actually want to pursue the shoes. Most of the time, the people actually do buy the shoes and then end up hurting themselves in a good way.
Yeah, because I would imagine you most likely would need some type of background in grinding, whether it be with a skateboard or rollerblades, to even have a chance of really getting on a rail with these.
No, you'd be surprised.
I was gonna say, is that not
You'd
the case?
be so surprised, man. There's so many people, and I follow a lot of them on my parkour page. I'm almost, I'll say I'm 99% sure that these people don't have skating backgrounds, skiing backgrounds, or anything like that. And they figured it out. And it's tight because they have a style that is their own, because they're not coming from our backgrounds or any of the extreme sport backgrounds. They're just doing what they do and sometimes mimicking what they have seen, but for the most part, they don't do what everyone's doing. They're not trying to go out and do the biggest rails or whatever. They're literally just going out and having a blast. And every time you watch it, that's what you get. You're like, yeah, they might not have the best coordination with what they were doing, but they laced that. And they look like they were having a really good time. I might want to try that. And yeah, that's what you get. So I don't think that it's only for the skaters. And I think that's the fun of it.
Has the parkour community taken any interest in adding this to the things that they do?
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Especially when we first came out, when around 2019, 2020, when we first started Epic, every parkour dude was already at that time, and I only know this because I was watching parkour, but there's a lot of parkour people doing like slides on rails with water and whatnot. And there's like this one dude around that time that was just killing it. I'm talking about doing side flips onto rails and just sliding down rails and slide flipping out of them. I can't remember his name right now, but if it comes to me, I'll let you know. But I feel like parkour definitely was already on sliding rails, and when the shoes came out, they were like, "Oh, this makes it easier for sure. I don't have to worry about having water." And yeah, it's not like super crazy big, because in parkour everything is about foot placement, so you don't want to try to hop on this thing, and land on your arches and your foot slip out.
Yeah.
So not everyone's using them in those situations where they're just gonna constantly wear them out training. But a lot of parkour people do bring them to the sessions and use them often, and it's sick.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's sick. That's funny. They were using water. That was like their wax. Like we wax a rail, they would water a rail in order to just slide it with their regular shoes, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because I mean, think about it. Like, all right, so coming from where I'm coming from, I was never able to get soaps back then. My parents weren't spending that money on those shoes, and all of my friends that had soaps at school, they weren't taking their shoes off to let somebody else use them. So rainy days, you found out that you could slide on those benches, just like they could with those shoes. So you would start pouring water on stuff to slide on it like they were sliding on it. So they're not having all the fun, especially when the wax is already on the bench. That water is going to kind of bead up and stay there. You're really going to slide. So,
oh man, you know what? You know what's crazy? When we were kids and we first started kind of rollerblading, we were like 14, 15, and we found out about soul shoes. We used to have like a little Piro, and because we wanted to ground with our shoes, we used to put like like liquid shampoo on the rail, and we would just run, and with our shoes we'll be grinding because we didn't have no soap shoes.
I had a similar type hack for that. What me and my friends did, you would take a Coke can long ways and stomp on it, and it would kind of wrap around your shoe. And then if you could get it to stick, you could slide on rails and stuff.
That was a good one too. Yeah, we used to try to do that one a lot. You had to get the can perfectly wrapped around this. Like, and if you had a certain shoe, it did it so perfectly. It was, if you had like, what is it? I think, oh yeah. Am I wearing? No, I'm not wearing them. I think New Balances. Yeah, here we go. Like you had that New Balance where it could just kind of wrap around it and have something to place on. Grinding for days.
We're reaching 2 hours, so we do want to go ahead and start wrapping up. I just have a couple quick fire questions. What's your favorite trick of all time?
Favorite trick of all time? Probably hasn't happened yet.
What's your favorite trick then? What do you really enjoy doing? I mean, we see you like I see you do a lot of true top souls. Like
I was gonna say I'm a alley-oop soul variation person. So alley-oop soul, true top soul, true soul, anything where you're looking through that window, I think I leave Solus is probably the sickest looking trick.
Yeah.
You know what? Growing up, watching you skate and seeing you do this at competitions, and then in your No Words 2 section was that Bio 5 or that Misty Flip 5.
That's definitely a known
that is
Montre
definitely
clip.
one of your stamp clips. I mean, one of your stamp tricks that has a lot of people. Because, like I said, I've never seen people do that shit, you know, off big ass gaps or off big ass stairs. But I mean, I know you got your own, but I feel like that's one of my favorite ones because you're like one of the first people I've seen do that trick.
Yeah, thanks, man. I like. Obviously, I love a Misty Flip, and it's gonna. The thing with the Misty Flip is that I think I learned it before I could 540.
Really?
Because I mean, I was already flipping before I was really like actually doing skate stuff. Like again, I was a little Power Ranger, so I was I was already about the gymnastics. I think I actually wanted to take gymnastics, and it was one of those things where it costs too much money, you know. So I was always into flipping. So when I saw a Misty Flip, but couldn't 540, I never thought of a Misty Flip being a variation of a spin. It was a flip. So I learned that on my feet first before I learned 540s off of a curb because I couldn't 540 on flat. And that was pissing me off.
There is. This got brought up briefly, and it was a topic I wanted to talk to you about, but you are one of the rollerbladers who wear a helmet whenever they skate. And, you know, I think that's been getting a lot of praise recently, and it's become a lot more mainstream and acceptable. Because back in the day, you know, it wasn't acceptable to street skate in a helmet, but it's been embraced, and I think people are really starting to understand the importance of it. What led you into wearing your helmet whenever you skate?
Exactly that. Making it cool.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
Was there any type of injury, or was this like, I'm gonna start doing this now and make sure there's not gonna be an injury?
Yeah, no, it literally stemmed from when we started blade camps, because we started them as like Gypsy Camp was the first. Like this was years before we made blade camp, you know. So we needed to have a way to keep the kids safe. So we wanted them to wear helmets. Nobody wants to wear helmets. No one thought helmets were cool. But if all the pros that you look up to are wearing helmets and not necessarily telling you to wear it because you need to wear it to be safe, but telling you to wear it because when you put it on, you actually do look pretty tight with your helmet on, like that's a dope look. Like, think about it. Like making it not cool.
Yeah, kind of getting rid of that stigma. And it's another accessory. I mean, you can put stickers on it. You can color coordinate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
no,
I had a lot of
it too one time, right? You put like a beanie over your helmet one time.
Yeah, I put a beanie over my helmet all the time.
Yeah, that shit made it look tight as hell. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
that's
a lot
dope.
of people didn't know I was wearing a helmet because all of the hair I have already. And then when they found out, they were like, "Oh, that's actually the sickest way to wear a helmet." So. Yeah, just get a big ass beanie, put it over your helmet. It would just look like you're just wearing a big fat beanie. But yeah, no, I had a lot of conversations with campers, old and young, and the main topic was, my friends would pick on me. And then so I just stuck with it being something that would, like you said, be an accessory. I made it my cool accessory, if that makes sense. I wanted to, I don't know, because I knew it would make people question. It would bring up people would talk about it. You're gonna be like, "Oh, why are you doing that? You didn't get hurt or anything, or blah blah blah." Like, why? Because I can. I want to wear a helmet. Like for me, it's dope. I think it's cool because if I do slip up, because anything could happen, I don't have to worry about that recovery phase and being like, yeah, I'm still not gonna wear a helmet because I'm a real G. I've been doing this without a helmet for blah blah blah. I know I can skate without a helmet. I know I can do everything that I do without my helmet. My helmet's not hindering me. It's not hindering you. It's keeping you safe in a way that you don't really got to think about. Get a helmet that fits good. You don't got to think about it. If you really like, it's uncomfortable, get a different one. I got a great brand for you, AAA. They got some great helmets. I'm not saying that just because they sponsor me. I'm just saying they got great helmets.
We're gonna take this
Nah,
time
real,
right
real
now
talk.
to mention,
Real talk.
and then just
real
like
talk.
a list of all your sponsors. We're gonna take
Nah,
this time right
real
now.
talk though. There's not many rollerbladers that are sponsored by AAA. I think I really like AAA. They've been holding me down for years,
Oh, gee.
and I can't be mad at them. They've been doing it. Thank you, AAA.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's good because you're definitely a role model being in Blade Camp and, you know, educating the youth and training them and everything like that. I know Josh Glowicki wears his helmet also. I would probably chalk that up to his campers also, you know, wanting to set a positive role model for them. You know, our homie Fritz Peitzner, he skates in his helmet all the time. His is more because he did suffer a very tragic head injury that almost ended his life. I mean, he was in a coma for I think like 2 or 3 days.
I was there.
Yeah, at
Man.
where was it at in Florida?
Oh, well.
Powwow.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was
Powwow.
taking care of Trey the whole time. That was very traumatic.
And it was a freak accident too. He came off the ramp
Yeah,
and
he
hit one of
showed
those
me
little bumps at skate parks. People, oh, thank you so much, Air Dolphin, for the super chat. Let's see what he said. Why isn't it coming through?
Someone should design a helmet that's super.
Why didn't it come
minimal,
through?
That looks like
Someone should design a helmet.
Montre's go.
Yeah, you can read it out loud, Jose. You don't have to mumble it under your breath like you're reading it to yourself.
Well, I was reading it to myself. I thought your little thing was gonna.
Yeah,
pop
I don't know
up.
why it didn't pop up. Thank you so much, Air Dolphin. He said someone should design a helmet that's super minimal that looks like a baseball cap. Montre the Goat. They do make that because Fritz bought one and he was wearing it for a little bit. So it's a baseball hat, but basically inside of it, it's got like plastic lining and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have a strap. I don't remember it having a chin strap. And Ryan Rasmussen, were you gonna say that, John? Ryan Rasmussen skates in
his falls off. His fell off quite a bit. So
did it? Yeah.
There's another brand, I can't remember their name, that they make a beanie helmet. And it's pretty, I'm not sure if they're a snowboarding brand or something, but it fits, it stays nice fitting on your head, and it just has pads everywhere in the helmet, but it just looks like a beanie.
Is it just soft? Like it doesn't have a hard shell inside or anything? It's just like soft padding.
I honestly think that there is one of those like where it has like something here, but not like a full all around thing, so that it's breathable and still movable and forms to your head.
Like a shin guard type pad look. Because you know how they have all those.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Pad look.
No, but
like the G form shit, how it has those gaps in between. Like that's how the helmet would look.
Yeah, I guess something like that.
I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure on that helmet, to be honest, but I know that they make beanie helmets and they look really cool.
That's what's up. We are. I think we're gonna bring it to a wrap. But I'll give John. I'll give y'all a second if there's anything else y'all want to ask Montre while we have him, John.
It's not really a question, but anytime you're ready to come back to Texas, holler. We got a house now. You're more than welcome to come back and stay. You already stayed with us once, so come back. Let's skate some spots. Let's get it.
Oh yeah. Well, you already know.
Need to get Andy to come too and get some other people.
You already know we have a little icon. We have a little icon plan, going on. Yeah. So we wanna stick to that plan. Let's make a date. Get all of the riders that are available, and we gonna talk about that on a different, channel.
And, thank you for your time tonight. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Jose, do you have any last words for Mr. Montre?
Nah, man. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us and all the awesome stories that you brought up. And hell yeah, can't wait to hang out and chill and skate again. Hopefully at Crowder Powder.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
yes, sir.
You know I'll see you soon, brother.
Hell yeah. Let's get it.
Yeah, I want to personally thank you also. It's been a pleasure talking with you. You're one of the best in the world, not just at rollerblading, but anything that you set out to do. So it's such a pleasure to talk to you. You know, you're a rollerblader, you're an artist, you're parkour, you know, everything. You're a very rare talent, and rollerblading is lucky to have you. With that, we'll go ahead and wrap up. So thank you so much, Montre. If you want to say,
wait a second. Yeah, what about the? I thought there were super chat questions that you weren't gonna let go, or that we not have any of those.
No,
just try to make sure I'm looking out for the people.
No, everybody's super chat was just more of a statement. We read them all out loud, but there wasn't. They sent super chats, but they didn't ask any questions.
I'm just making sure. Man.
No, good looking, good looking, because they know.
Looking out for the people.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. And my team knows that I miss things all the time, and they just never let me live it down.
So misses them all the time.
Good looking out. What was I gonna say? Oh, well, yeah. Well, shit, I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay, we'll go ahead and wrap up. But here we go. We got another one. One of the goats.
See?
Thank you, Tyler.
Hands down. You know I think the most important one was the $50 helmet question.
Yeah. Jeff Metz did bring up the helmet topic, so thank you so much, Jeff.
That was a $50 question, so we got down to that topic.
Yeah. And thank you everybody for tuning in and everybody who left a super chat. It's so appreciative. We do this stream for y'all. You know, we have fun doing it, and we really hope that y'all find value in it. And be sure to like the video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. We stream every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Our new format is we're kind of doing a guest every other stream. That way we can have streams where we talk to people and then streams where we watch video clips and just kind of shoot the shit amongst ourselves and with the chat. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I do want to go ahead and talk about Blading Camp one more time. So if you're trying to go to Malaga, Spain for Blading Camp, be sure to use promo code RBISF for 50 euros off. And then also be sure to check out Feet and Four Wheels at feetandfourwheels.com and use promo code RBISF for 15% off your order. I do want to thank Project 35, Noah, correct? John, you said Noah?
Yes.
I want to thank Noah for sending us some of your product. You know, it's such high quality. We love it. We've been seeing John Rocket for a while. Maybe we can get you to sponsor a stream one day and give a product away to one of the listeners. I'm sure they'd really like that. Get you to sponsor one of the raffles. But check them out at Project 35 on Instagram. And also want to say thank you, Tyler Davis, for all your support, your super chats. And for doing what you're doing for the youth with Badger Blading. So definitely support Badger Blades. Definitely support Badger Blades. We got to support the people that are supporting the youth. If you're not doing it yourself, even if you are, just get out there. Support. Buy one of his t-shirts. All the proceeds are for charity. I want to thank the gentleman Henrik Hertog. I have it written down right here, and it's still really hard to read, for sponsoring the podcast with the trick decks. Again, this is going to be the prize that you can win on the next stream. All you have to do is leave a comment below, and everybody who left a super chat, $5, every $5 got you another entry. So thank y'all so much for that. We are giving away 2 on the next stream, and let's see. Am I missing anything? I want to make sure I say bye to everybody. I guess that's it. One more time, Montre. Thank you. Oh, snaps! You got the knife out.
Shit.
Is there anything you can't do?
Hey, you ain't got nothing on Tree though. I seen him in the cut for like 2 hours fucking with that shit.
Yeah, going crazy with it.
Hell yeah. Tree got that shit on lock.
Yeah, he does. All right, love you guys. Thank you everybody for watching.
Montre. Love you, brother.
Go get some rollerblades. They don't have to be icons, but if they are icons, thank you very much for supporting the brand.
Let's go.
But I just want everybody to go have fun. Rollerblading's dope.
Hell
it's still fun.
That's what's up. Thank y'all everybody for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace.